these online. Got these online.
So you're on 6.6 or 6.3?
6.6.
6.6. Okay, so 6.6, page 6 page 320. 33. Okay, and number 41. So page 343, problem number 41. So in this problem number 41, they are giving you x over 4 plus 2y over 3 equal to, and they're asking you to determine which ordered pair satisfy the given equation. So you have 3 ordered pair. You have the ordered pair 8, 0. You have the ordered pair 1, 1/2, and you have the ordered pair 0, 3. Okay, so I'm going to call that A, B, and C. So you have 2 solutions. You can maybe see that as a linear equation. We are on a graphing linear equation, so you may want maybe transform that into the form y equal mx plus b. So basically having y standing by itself. Or if you don't want it, and then using for A, substituting x and y into this equation and check if it's correct. Or what you can do is from this equation, from the primary equation right there, well, for A, what you're going to do is you're going to say x in y. Yeah. So you're going to have 8 over 4 plus 2 times 0 over 3 equal 2. Well, 2 times 0 equals 0. So right there you got 0 over 3. Make sense?
Yeah.
And on this side, 8 divided by 4, it's 2. 0 over 3, and it's supposed to be equal to 2. 0 over 3, it is 0. Yeah. 2 plus 0 equal 2. Well, yeah, you have 2 equal 2. So does that pair 8, 0 is a solution of this equation? Yes. So that is a yes.
Okay, well, I was doing a little different than you. Like here.
Good?
I did that.
All right, so we are going to now continue to work on the, just a second, something's wrong and I don't like that. Maybe if I do this. All right, it's okay. Let's move on. All right, so 6.67, on number 67 this time, and we are on page 334. On number 67, they are giving you 2 points, coordinate 3, 5, and 5, 9. Well, the slope is defined, m, as y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And it doesn't matter which point you are going to choose to be the point number 1 and which point you're going to choose to be the point number 2. The only thing you need to remember is this is going to be x1 because let's call that the point number 1. Therefore, this is going to be y1. This one is going to be the point x2, and this one is going to be the point y2. So now I'm going to have basically looking for y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Oops.
Can I exchange you because I can't see?
Oh yes, you can. Sorry.
That's all right.
So x2 minus x1, and now you are going to substitute, and so that's the slope m. And so now you're going to say, okay, m equal y2 9 minus y1 5 divided by 5 minus 3.
All I needed was the formula, but I got it now.
Okay, 4 divided by 2, and that gives you 2.
All right, thank you.
Just an advice. When right now you're dealing with a coordinate of a point, we are positive. So that's pretty simple. When you are dealing with a negative, I would advise you every time you have a negative, let's say you have the point A coordinate minus 2, minus 3, and the point B coordinate, let's do that on the side, and the point B coordinate minus 5, minus 7. and you need to calculate the slope. The slope is going to be, let's call that the point number 2, and this call that the point number 1. You are going to say -7. Every time you are manipulating negative number, use a parenthesis. Okay. -7 minus -3. And because there is a parenthesis on the top and same thing on the bottom, so you're going to have -5 minus -2. And now you need to get rid of the parentheses. So getting rid of the first parenthesis is pretty easy. It's going to be -7. But when you get rid of the second parenthesis, because of the minus of the subtraction sign be in front, it's going to become +3. -5 plus 2. And then you will find your answer in that case, -4 divided by -4 divided by -3, which is going to be +4/3. Okay? You're welcome. You said. Okay, so we are going to work on the problem number 95. Problem number 95, page 334. This is the section 6.6. On number 95, they are telling you that you have a point P, coordinate 2, 3, and you have a point Q, coordinate 6b, and the question is, they are telling you for what value of b will be the line joining the point P and Q be parallel to the indicated axis. So they are basically telling you that you are going to have a rectangular system coordinate, and they are telling you that you are supposed to have the x-axis right here. And what is the line? What is the line which is going to be parallel to this, to the x-axis, but is going to go through the point 2, 3, 6b. So obviously, first of all, you need to think about what is the slope of a parallel line.
A parallel line?
Well, sorry, I'm going to rephrase that. What is the slope of a line horizontal? Why I'm saying horizontal? Because the x-axis is horizontal.
Yeah. Undefined.
Okay. So, well, no, not really. The slope is 0.
Okay.
Okay. So, an horizontal line, the slope equals 0. All right. So therefore, if the slope equals 0, I know that the general form the equation of a line is going to be y equal mx plus b. If I know that I'm dealing with an horizontal line and m equals 0, that implies that my line will have for equation y equal b. Okay. If my line is going through these 2 points, I know that my line is going through the point P equal 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. My line is going through this point. And my line is going through the point 6b. 4, 5, 6. And I need to find b. But if my line is parallel to the x-axis, I know right away that my line needs to go through this point. Therefore, I know that right away that my point with x equals 6, will have to be, if I need to be a 90 degree. Okay, there we go. So let's do that right here. My point should be here. And what is the value? What is the value of y? Right now, my y is 3. It has to be 3. Okay. Does that make sense? So, therefore, now I'm obligated to say, if the line is going through the point P equal to, with coordinate 2, actually it was 2, -3. So I'm sorry, but it was 2, -3. So my line should have been below. But let's do it right here with 3. You understand 3, so you will understand -3. In your case, if I really want to stick with the problem, because it's a negative, I'm going to get rid of that. I'm supposed to be 1, 2, 3. My point is right here. Obviously, the other point needs to be also right there. Like this, when I try to graph my line needs to go through this point. Okay? Are we okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, you got it.
Yeah. Thanks.
You're welcome. So I'm just going to write right here, y equal -3. So problem number 85, page 334, section 6.6. On the problem number 85, you got 3x minus 2y plus 6 equals 0. And the question is, graph the equation using the slope and the y-intercept as an example. So basically, they're asking you is graph the line of this equation, defined by this equation. So first and foremost, what you want to do is transform that into a y equal mx plus b. So what does that mean? It means that you need to isolate y. To isolate y, you are going to get rid of the 3x, both sides of your equation. You are going to get rid of the 6, both sides of your equation. Why do I subtract 6? Because to get rid of plus 6, I need to subtract 6. If you had minus 6 on the top, you would have add 6 to get rid of 6. Then you are at -2y equal -3x, -6. Make sense? Then you need to get rid of -2, so you divide by -2 because it's a -2 multiplied by y. So in order to get rid of -2, you need to divide. When you divide -2, you end up to have y by itself, and on this side you will have 3 over 2x plus 3. Y plus 3 because -6 divided by -2 give you plus 3. Now you are at having the slope m equals 3 over 2, and you have what we call the y-intercept, which is the value of y when x equals 0. When you look at this equation, if x equals 0, y is going to be equal to 3. Do you agree? So the y-intercept, it's 0, 3. Now you have your y-intercept. What you are going to do is you are going to plot your y-intercept when x equals 0, when x equals 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, you are right here. And with your slope, m equals 3 over 2, that means from the y-intercept, you are going to go up 3, and then right 2, y up because it's a plus 3, y right because it's a plus 2. So from the y-intercept right here, which is 0, 3, you are going to go up 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 to the right. You got your second point, and if you have a second point, you can graph your line. You good?